Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
You ready to blow some stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, Boomers. Got a little something today. I just took a road trip. I went up. We're in the Memphis area. For those of y'all that hadn't picked it up, we are the Mid-South Boomers. And I went up north, zigzagging through St. Louis, Kansas City, Omaha, Nebraska. And between Kansas City and Omaha, Nebraska, there's a little fireworks stand that caught my eye. It's Schneitter Fireworks. I'm not sure if that's like a Pat Harrington brand or not, but I didn't really ask around. But I stopped in, and while I was up there texting around to my boy Jody, who's holding the camera this time, a little switch up, he was pretty interested in this place. And it turns out they have a proprietary brand. They're doing some importing, and they do some wholesaling. So we got some stuff. We got access to some stuff that we couldn't get elsewhere. And I brought some stuff home, and this is just a video of us shooting Jody's reaction to it. It's his first time seeing this payload. So let's do this. I'm going to take this camera from my boy. And now we got Jody on screen. You want to do these big ones first since the reveal's already done?
Let's do it. I already know about this one. You told me about it.
These are the big ones. We got there's a big 500-gram cake here, this Beatzilla. And these two happen to be the Danger Doll brand, which is proprietary to Schneitter Fireworks. So that's their brand. So they're, I don't know to what degree they can commission stuff that's different than other stuff to make this, but this is their brand. So Beatzilla, you were interested in this when you saw the effects on the side, right, Jody?
I was. Looked pretty interesting. And it's a new brand for us.
Right.
The bore size on these look really nice. It's 24 shots. Yeah, I've got high hopes for that one.
We don't really know what to expect. We have not done any 500-gram cakes on done a shot of any of that yet, have we? I don't recall.
We have some, but we have some in the stash.
Right.
We haven't shot any of them yet.
Right.
That's correct, because we've mostly been testing, and those tend to be a little more expensive. So we've kind of
for what it's worth.
Testing,
this was a price point of $55.
Yeah.
And if it had been much more, we probably would have passed, because 500-gram cakes really aren't our focus right now. But when you get the opportunity to buy something you might not get again, sometimes you bite the bullet and do it. And that price point wasn't that bad. So, and then this one, these shells caught my eye right away. And honestly, I think it had to do with the art. I'd never seen this before, and I didn't know Danger Doll. And at that time, I had not yet figured out that Danger Doll was their proprietary brand. So that made sense that I wouldn't have seen it before. But this wasn't a bad price point. I haven't shot any. These are the 5-inch shells, I think. I don't remember now.
Yeah, 5 inches.
I haven't shot any 5-inch shells. I've done 4-inch shells my whole short career as a novice fireworks enthusiast. But so and the art was kind of cool, just being kind of sparing with color, and it caught my attention with little hottie there with the rose in her hair and whatever. But then I think Jody was a little interested too, and he was surprised to hear the price point on these, if I remember correctly. This was the 24 shells for $80 on these.
Very good price for a 24 pack.
Right.
I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
About the difference between 4 and 5-inch shells.
Please do.
Legally, there's not one.
Okay.
Because a canister shell can have 60 grams of composition in it legally. So unless you've got a company that's breaking the rules, they can fit 60 grams in a 4-inch shell. They can fit it in a 5-inch, a 6-inch, a 7-inch, an 8-inch.
Have a big 13-inch shell if they want to, and it's still 60 grams. That's all they can put in there.
The legal limit.
Otherwise, you're getting into military-grade mortars or something like that. That's the idea.
I think not everybody plays by the rules, but these should be, they should be pretty good. Now, one thing that's interesting to me, it says 12 loads with monstrous mines. It doesn't say on here, it doesn't have a full description, so I guess we'll have to take it apart and see what it looks like. The description is on the canister.
We're not planning to open this box today.
No, but when we get to it, we'll see.
We'll do a showcase probably on this these shells at some point.
When we get to it, we'll see if it's 12. Looks like 12 of them. Half of them have mines,
Okay.
and half of them don't. It's kind of what I'm thinking.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not uncommon to have that. To
Have a mix of effects there.
have a mix of effects.
All right. Well, let's dig into some of these bags.
Doesn't matter where I start.
Man, I don't even know what order I gave them to you in. So
Well,
just dig in and see what you got.
I see something right here. Popcorn snowballs from Top Gun Fireworks.
Now that's one you put on your shopping list after looking on their website. So I actually
correct.
went back. I went there one day on my way up to Omaha, and my way back I stopped in again, and Jody had shot me a kind of a wish list over the text machine, and so I was able to pick up a couple of those things.
Yeah, and of course, what's listed on the website isn't what the places always have, especially in the off season.
I ran into that. There were several things on the list that I wasn't able to acquire. This was an $8 price point for anybody
Nice,
interested.
nice. I was afraid that would be more actually.
Right.
We've got the Screaming Hawk canisters.
This was another one on the wish list. So
Yep.
this bag is going to be probably all stuff that you asked for,
Okay.
basically, because that's
Okay. Yeah, and these are also by Top Gun Fireworks. We don't have any canisters by Top Gun brand.
Okay.
You really don't have much by Top Gun.
this is a 6-shell assortment, and this was a $25 price point.
Yeah. Yeah, this is something.
This was not on your wish list. This
color
caught my
smoke
eye.
wall. This is a daytime 16-shot smoke cake.
It's going to be a multicolor smoke, and this wasn't cheap. I think this was $15, but it really caught my attention because there's so little daytime stuff. Let's show this receipt real quick. Show that itemized. I really like this from this outfit. If anybody else watching this is setting up their receipts rather than just having price, we can attach that price to any of these items because they're listed itemized, not just on a list of prices. I was happy to see that. We can go back and see what we spent on this stuff.
All right, we got some crackling balls from Mighty Max.
So there was a bunch of stuff, a bunch of novelties and stuff I just kind of threw in a basket. These were all $2 or less, sometimes much less.
Yeah, these are tornadoes from Top Gun. We got the Dizzy Bees.
Dizzy Bees was one of the things on Jody's list, and these were cheap. I remember what these were. He said you could spend up to $2 on these, and that'd be reasonable. These were 59 cents.
Yeah, okay.
So I went
that's
ahead and
good.
got 2 packs of these.
Okay,
There's going to be
cool.
another one in there somewhere.
And not in this bag. You probably got another bag. We got some Atomic Angler firecrackers.
Okay, now this one is the Danger Doll brand. Jody had one on the list, and I don't remember what it was
I didn't
this
have
time.
that on the. Oh,
No.
I didn't have that on the list.
Right. This was recommended as being similar to what I was asking for, but they didn't have it in stock. They were just out of stock. It was something they carried. But this also is their proprietary brand, so it's like one more thing that we wouldn't have access to regularly.
Right. Now, ironically, I think you were picking these up. I don't know what day you were picking these up, but I picked up some of those on Sunday.
The Danger Doll?
Yeah, those, but that particular one. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and where was that?
That was at Crazy K in Dyersburg, Tennessee.
So so the Danger Doll brand is not just in the Schneider shop. No,
But
I
I'm
didn't
sure
realize
they
that.
distribute it
Got it.
to
Okay.
other places probably. Okay, we got a Mammoth Smoke, 300 seconds.
That's what
Smoke
caught
bomb.
my eye. Is that was a 300-second burn on that smoke.
We're gonna have to get
you get 5 minutes of smoke.
We're gonna have to get a stopwatch out for that one.
And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think that was $2. It wasn't that expensive. So this is a cake that caught my eye just because we might be doing a casino theme at some point, and that just fit in with that. Might have been an $8 200-gram cake.
Yeah, Hearts by Miracle Fireworks. Their stuff's pretty good usually. This is something I asked for. I do.
It is, yeah.
The Sky Pattern rockets. These are Firehawk brand. These are going to be similar to the Skybolts or the, I think the Sunring rockets maybe. They have kind of a ring style break. Like, if this is the vibe here. You can see these little illustrations here. Not too far off from what they do, from what I can tell.
Okay.
They seem like a pretty interesting rocket.
This one amused me.
Oh,
I don't know what this thing's going to do, but it was cheap.
The chicken blowing balloon.
It's going to blow a balloon, and I'm guessing it might pop or melt or something. I mean, it's going to blow it up with fireworks.
You got some more smoke.
Yeah, right. And this is pink smoke. I got it specifically because it's pink. I got a little pink theme in mind. So anyway, that's going to tie in with that. And this is also similar in
Princess,
the pink theme.
skydive, pink parachute.
I think this is going to be smoking as it parachutes down, if it operates correctly. That's what I envisioned. That's why I picked it up. 'Cause, again, it's there's not much daytime stuff, but that's a daytime item. Got everything out of that bag.
Yeah, that's just trying to get broke. Don't forget it. That's all.
All right,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a bag. All right, broken pump.
What's we got here?
That's probably the bulk of this tiny stuff. There's another Dizzy Bees.
Dizzy
all right,
Bees, okay.
Again, 60 cents there, 59 cents for those. This was a cheapie.
What is that? I can see. I can't even read. It's getting dark out here.
It is getting dark.
Something from Mighty Max.
All right, let's just go through and get the volume of this stuff because we are losing light. And this is a one shot. Oh, okay. There's 4 of these. Jody asked me for a 4-pack of these, and they had them all individual at $4.99. So
Okay.
I mean, this was a $20 4-pack, but bought individually, and there's 4 varieties that we got all 4.
Yeah.
In that setup.
$4.99 is a good price point for a single shot. Those are pretty sturdy. I mean, they have some nice little heft, nice little weight to them. They should be a good solid little single shot too. All right, got another. We're always big on aerial spinners here.
And that thing's a triple. I don't know if those are going to separate off or fire off one off the other, or fire all at once or what. But it's got a single fuse.
Okay, this is looks like a web.
I don't know what's going to happen with this.
It's called Spider Sky. I believe that's the one that shoots like a confetti type web.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be a daytime effect too. I know.
Be a daytime
there's a couple
effect.
things that specifically caught my attention with that.
Now, if that had another label on it, I don't see it, but some of them have a little thing on there.
Yeah, it's super
That's
cheap.
going to be an aerial
I forget what it was. It might have been
spinner. Oh, got
25 or
one of
40 cents. It was in a very low price
those.
point on that.
Light parachute. Unless they have some parachutes. This is something more parachutes. This is something we're kind of light on in our stash. We don't have a lot of. Those.
Got a few now. That's a little ladybug, and that thing's going to be a spinner, I expect.
It is a spinner that spins, shoots sparks out, and then goes up in the air.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
It launches too?
It launches. We've got another one of these aerial spinners from Mighty Max. Those are nice. A 2-stage or 2-color spinner, whatever. Ah, little spinning top, like a spinning trolls thing. This one's called Angel Ballet. Do you know what this is going to do?
It's going to dance up on its the tip there.
Yeah,
right?
it's going to spin up on that. I don't know if you light it like that or if you light it.
I'm
not
guessing.
sure how
I
to
don't
light
think
that.
you could stand. It's not going to balance real well, so I'm guessing it's going to stand itself up with just the rotation.
Yeah.
Gyroscopic effect.
Well, B3. Gyrojet by Top Gun. Another fun little aerial spinner. Those are great. Okay. Silver strobe. 90 seconds.
It's just occurred to me that we should have shot this being pulled out of a Christmas stocking and made this a Christmas video.
Oh, zangers.
Because this is all just a bunch of little stuff, which was, most shops are going to have a whole bunch of little stuff, but I guess I was in the mode there, and Jody was interested in just picking up a bunch of little novelties. So
I want to touch on that.
Yeah.
You said most shops have a lot of little stuff. I think most shops don't have enough little stuff.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of shops that you go in and they might have a couple of things, but they might not have this stuff where you can buy it individually.
Right.
They might only have this
Like
stuff
4-packs
in
or
a
6-packs or whatever.
6-pack or something. You know, and for us, this is perfect to be able to buy one of something because we want to see what it does and let you see what it does. And you know, we don't need 6 of the same thing, and it's not, you know, It just, and I think for the family, you know, for the family that's on a budget for the 4th of July or
Getting
whatever.
a bunch of variety and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, you don't want to have to get, you know, 8 of one thing, 6 of another, and you know, what if you don't like it? You know, if you like it, you can always get more next year. But I think it's nice to be able to have. I think this is fantastic. You know, and the price point there seems fantastic too. I think there were a couple things we looked at that we thought seemed a little high on the cakes,
Right.
which is probably typical for most places. To be like, they might have a few things that seem a little high, then they'll have a lot of other stuff that kind of seems low, and then most of it kind of levels out.
So in terms of price point, let me walk you through this. I'm actually going to separate this stuff. If I remember correctly, this was on that first shop. Okay, and this was probably on that first shop because this tickled me. Okay, so imagine this big stuff costing $171, and then all this stuff, including those shells, which are pretty stout, although it's just a 6-pack, was $91. So going through and just getting a bunch of novelty stuff is actually cheaper than getting the big stuff. The big stuff, you get a whole lot of boom, and you know, that's probably what you want.
Well,
But this stuff is fun too.
Quite honestly, how much was all this?
It's 171,
And this was
91. That's
So-
from memory.
so you could take this and you could throw a couple of bigger items in with this to get to that same price point.
Sure.
You know, and have a lot more fun with the small stuff.
I mean, especially if you got kids. I mean,
Yeah.
the big stuff is good for like a big show. If you're hosting a big party or something like that, you're going to want some big effects. But if you got kids, they're going to want that show to go on for, you know, an hour and a half, and you're firing off a whole bunch of little stuff.
You might fire off some stuff in the daytime too, or as it starts to get dark,
Right.
and then, you know, have the main show after dark. And you know, quite honestly, if you're just out in the yard, out in the backyard, or doing fireworks out in the street in front of your house, you really don't need anything bigger than 200-gram cakes.
Right.
And things like this are going to fill that space just fine.
Some of those, of course, and 200-gram cakes are not all created equal, to be sure, but the good ones bring a lot of bang. They bring a lot of bang, and some of the good ones really aren't that expensive.
Oh no, they start getting good at $6 or $8, and they go on up. We're going to have some videos on 200-gram cakes, specifically talk about various effects and how the different varieties affects the price point on those. So be sure to keep an eye out for those.
So this is our just our reveal on the stuff I got from Schneitter Fireworks up, and I wish I could tell you the address. I will include that in the description on this video, but I'm not even sure at this point what state it's in. It could be in Iowa, or it could be in Nebraska.
I thought Missouri.
It could be in Missouri. There's a couple options here, but that's Schneitter Fireworks, and we're signing off, folks. We're not going to shoot any of this stuff off attached to this video. This was just a reveal. We're going to mix this stuff in with some other videos we do. But thanks for hanging with us. We are the Mid-South Boomers.